Hi, I'm Hannah Jones and welcome to this week's MASTS CASTS. We are not taking the normal format today. No interviews, no other marine science information. We are going to be focusing in on the MASTS Annual Science Meeting and how to get the best experience out of our first online meeting. It's happening from the 5th to the 9th of October. Registration is open, so if you are a speaker, presenting an ePoster, an exhibitor, or just a normal attendee, you have to register for this event to make sure that you can access it and also be there to do what you're signed up for. That in mind, this might be a new platform for many of you, and we're using Hopin for the very first time. If you're wondering, how am I going to be able to do what I've signed up for? How am I going to speak, present, do my ePoster, or just actually get the most out of the event? We're going to be working through some of those questions. And with that, my office mate and speaker at the MASTS Annual Science Meeting, James Rimmer, is going to be providing me some questions, and I'm going to be trying to work through them and show you what Hopin is all about. So let's leap into that first question and let's see how we go.
Can I message one-to-one other participants during the ASM or video call them?
What you need to do first is join the event here. Open the sidebar on the right hand side. Open the People tab here and you'll be able to see people and messages. So let's scroll down to where James is and I can drop him a line like so, and also invite him to a video call right there and then if we want to have a conversation one-on-one.
What do I need to do if I'm scheduled as a speaker in a session? Just turn up?
Is just enter the event. This is a test event, just purely for demonstration purposes. You'll know that your session is live because on the reception page, it will be mentioned here in the sessions, what's happening right now. And also there's a little now when something is live. So there might be a now next to some other items that are happening at the same time too. Enter in the sessions. There might be a couple of other boxes here that are of other themed sessions that are happening at the same time or specific workshops. What you need to do is click open. If this event has already started, for instance, you're joining just a couple of minutes late, you'll notice that this will not be 0. There will be the number of people who are watching. We do recommend that you join the session a couple of minutes before it's actually meant to go live, just so that you can familiarize yourself with the setup, and also just pop in the session chat that you're there. This is the session chat. This is where all the questions are going to come in, and also the event chat. So please don't put any text here. This is going to go to all other participants across the event. The session chat is just for this one-off part of the ASM. If you're joining a couple of minutes late, then you'll already see on camera potentially the chair talking or a pre-recorded talk already playing. What you need to do when it's time for you to speak in the live Q&A is click the share audio and video button. With things already being on the screen, it will just move up here to the top right. This button is only available to those who are participating in this session as speakers or chairs. Normal attendees will not see this option at all. So this button will be in the top right, and all you need to do is click that. Give your Firefox or Google Chrome web browser permissions. We really do recommend those types of web browsers just because they are much more compatible with doing online video conferencing via web browser. So click allow, and then you'll be given the option to give Hopin the permission. So you might need to check what the microphone option is if you're rocking headphones such as myself, or if you have, for instance, a different setup as well where you actually have a microphone, and click apply. And that's you on screen. You'll be joining all the other presenters that day. You only need to click that share audio and video button after those talks have been given. So whilst those pre-recorded talks are playing and you see your own talk, just sit back, relax and listen. And then you have the option to join once we reach the Q&A button too. Up here, we see 1 out of 9. I'm one of the 9 slots that is able to speak in this session. The I symbol here is for how many people are just watching in general. So those attendees who are sitting there in the audience, basically. You'll be receiving questions here on the right-hand side, so keep an eye on that whilst you're in your discussion with the other panelists. And when it's time for the session to end, just click leave, and that is it. You will be able to see everything else that's happening within the session if you do need to, for instance, just finish talking. If you are susceptible to having internet issues, please just turn off the camera. You'll still be there, you'll just be greyed out, your audio can still be heard.
I interact with people who would like to ask questions about my ePoster or talk.
If you are in a session and you're presenting, all the questions are to be submitted here on the right-hand side from attendees. This conversation can be downloaded by organisers after the event, so if you want to see all those questions that were submitted, please let us know and we can pass that information on to you. ePosters, questions can be asked in two ways. They can be submitted via text here on the right-hand side from all attendees within your booth information. But if you're live and on camera, you have the ability for people to join you on camera as well, so you can see them face to face. As the moderator, you'll get a little notification that someone wants to join in the session with you using their camera and audio, and you can either say yes or no. If you don't want people to join you on camera, please just put in the chat here that you would like people to submit questions via text. You'll be notified every time that someone comes into your booth, so it comes up on the chat box here, and it does disappear after a few seconds.
Do I need to be live in the session of my ePoster or talk?
Absolutely recommend that you are joining your session live from the beginning, just so that you can see your talk, all the others presenters' talks, and then you are ready and waiting to join your session when it enters the live Q&A part. If you are doing an ePoster, please be aware of the 30-minute slot and the date that you have been given to present your ePoster. Please just click the ePoster area. This name will be slightly different on our actual event, and you'll be able to find your poster alongside all the others that are live. So you can see that this is now live here. What I need to do is enter my ePoster. We recommend doing this just a couple of minutes before your 30-minute slot. And once you're here, you'll see that the pre-recorded talk that you did is already on screen. Make sure that you open your booth chat and say, hello everyone, and let everyone know that you're there. And then to be live, to speak to people, what you need to do is click turn off the toggle, share your audio and video, give your web browser permission if you have not already done so. Go through this experience again, so choose where the microphone sound should be coming from if you are using a microphone that's external to your computer. Click apply, and you're on your screen as well. You notice here on the left-hand side that there is the moderation panel. So that means that anyone who wants to join you on screen has to request to do so. So you'll get a little pop-up here at the bottom that says their name if they want to join you on camera. You'll also be notified, I should say that now. You'll also be notified when someone just enters your booth, so it's watching you present live, and that is all you need to know. When it's time for you to end your presentation, just click the toggle on and your video is back up and running. If you need to find out more information about how you share your screen, please look at the information that was sent to you when you were confirmed as a successful ePoster. So all the information that you need is in there.
What happens when I enter a networking session?
So I'm ready to enter the networking session. It's now happening, which is indicated by the now on the left-hand side. I get prompted with the question, are you ready? I give Hopin access to my microphone and headphones and video. And for ease of everyone who's listening to me, I'm going to click my headphones here. And it tells me that it's going to connect with me with the next person. And I'm connected with James, so we can both see each other, we can both hear each other. You'll see here that the clock is already counting down. If my internet was really bad at this point, I could message him here, and I can just message directly back to James. That's everything that you need to know about networking. When it gets actually to the point where the clock down is already at 0, basically you get pushed into meeting someone else. But if we needed to, James and I already knew each other, we want to meet someone else, I'm just going to click leave and I'll be connected with someone else. And as it says here, you won't be matched with the same person again. So make sure that you note down their name or click connect if you want to follow up with them later. And then I click ready and I'm able to join again.
Can I rejoin if my system crashes or my internet drops?
Just when everything's back to normal, log into Hopin, join the event again, find your session, and then you will be able to join the session as if nothing happened.
Who do I need to speak to if I experience technical problems?
If you're having any technical issues or have a real burning question that we still have not answered in any of the videos or documents that we've sent out, then please drop us an email as well so we can get back to you as soon as possible before the event. If you are due to be live at any point and experiencing technical issues, again, just drop us an email and we will be keeping an eye on that throughout the event. So hopefully we can get everything in place for you to still join us if possible. But this is why we have asked for talks to be pre-recorded anyway. So
I hope you found this MASTS Cast helpful. If you still have any burning questions, please drop us a line at masts@standrews.ac.uk. If you are a speaker or a presenter of an ePoster, please be aware of the deadlines that we have set out. This is to make our lives a lot easier and make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible on the day of your event. So if you're recording anything, please make sure that you get it to us before the deadline or on the day of the deadline, of course, and we can ensure that everything is going to be in the right place at the right time. We hope that you can join us for the MASTS Annual Science Meeting. If you are unable to join one of the particular sessions, but you're still a registered attendee, recordings of sessions will be made available to you to watch at another date. So don't worry if you're missing out on a particular session because something else has cropped up. Just register for the event and we will be able to make that material available to you upon request. That's everything from me, so stay safe, register for the MASTS Annual Science Meeting, and have a great weekend.
Do I need to be live in